just posted in a parking lot. There's this little dog. I saw him out here a couple days ago. I've been here probably a dozen times trying to get him. I don't know. What I wanted to talk about today was, I don't know, I'm going to try to relate it to all this, but it's like, I've heard this from a couple different people. This guy Bob Proctor brought it up in a book. I think it was the Change Your Paradigm or something like that. And then Jocko Willink says this all the time, and it's like no matter what like happens, he says good. So like if somebody comes to him with a problem, like, hey, this thing broke, he's like, good. Or we're going to be behind schedule on this project, good. And it's like, why does he say that? And it's like, Jocko always finds some positive in that problem, in that situation. And Bob Proctor was talking about it more along the lines, I guess it's similar, but sort of worded slightly different, was finding the good in everything. And if you look for the good in everything, you'll find it. And I forget about this all the time because I tried to implement this into my life when I first heard Jocko talking about it. And then just lately, just the last, I don't know, I was out to dinner with Jesse, and I was just in my own head the whole time, and I didn't even realize I was doing it, but she was like, you look like you're deep in thought. And I was like, yeah, I feel like I'm just in turmoil, like I'm just constantly, just, I don't know, just overthinking and all this kind of stuff. I don't know, I think I'm going to bounce around quite a bit, but we'll see if we can tie it all together. But that the reason that I was like thinking like that is just my mind is, I don't remember exactly what I was thinking about, but like the problem was I wasn't present with her, and that's not good. So I mean, you gotta be happy. You gotta at least find time away from the turmoil to focus on the person you're with, and I think this whole concept of like finding the good in everything can be really helpful for something like that. I'm looking around because I'm just hoping to see this little dog. Every time I've come, I've seen him, and today I don't see him anywhere. I put some food out and it's like covered in ants, so I'm just like kind of worried. But so how do you find the good in everything? How do I find the good in this little dog being loose in the heat of Vegas, and I just want to save him, and it's like fucking with me, I keep coming back. He won't come over to me. What's the good in that? How do you find the good in all that? I don't really know. I mean, well, I guess I do know, because like when I get home and I have my dogs, I'm grateful that I have them, because one of them was, her mom was dumped at a shelter when she was pregnant with her, so the rescue was going to abort the puppies, because I guess that's like common practice, and I'm like, hell no, don't fucking do that. So that's how I got her. And Taco, some guy just showed up in Pedro, and he was like, I found this dog under a car, and I can't keep her, so can you do something? And I was like, yeah, I'll figure it out. So that's how I got her. And then Jesse came home with a puppy just recently that somebody just showed up at the Animal Foundation, and they just found these 3 puppies in the desert. I guess somebody abandoned them. And my other dogs were rescues, the ones that passed away too. I mean, Shorty was abandoned in Chicago. The family moved out and just left her there. And so there was some rescues that sort of like daisy chained her all the way to California from Chicago. They one person said, I'll drive her from here to here, and then another person said, all right, I'll take her from here to here, and they got her all the way to California. And that's how I got her. And Herbie was a stray and left at the shelter. Same with Hooper. So anyway, all of that, what's the good in this little dog that I can't seem to get? The only good I can think of is like when I get home and I see all my dogs and they're all healthy and sleeping on the couch, and they have good food and all that. I'm grateful for that. But it also makes me more bummed that this little dog doesn't have that life. Like, I wish I could just be like, man, I wish you knew, like, if you just come over here and let me fucking get you, you'll have the best life. You'll have all this food. We'll play fetch. You get to sleep on the bed with me if you want, or, I don't know. But then some other stuff going on at work, like we have some people leaving, a couple people are moving out of town or out of the state. And then my top manager, like the top person in the company, is leaving for another opportunity. And I'm really happy for her because it's a really good opportunity, and I'm really, I'm understanding of the other guys. Like, I support them 100%. Like, they need to go, and I just told them this yesterday. I said, you guys need to go and do whatever is the best to move your life forward. Like, there's no hard feelings from me. Even though I want you to be here, if that doesn't seem like the best path for your life, then you should go and do what you think is the best. But at the same time, it causes, no, I'm sorry, it doesn't cause anything. You're the one that allows any kind of inner turmoil to happen in your mind. But when I'm thinking about these things, these are top people in my company, and I need to replace them or figure out a way to work around it, and it's stressful. But where's the good in that? And I don't want to sound like I'm not, like I would keep them. Like if they said, you know what, I changed my mind, I want to stay, I'd be like, fuck yeah, let's go. But if you're looking for the good in something, like what's the good in all of these people leaving? It's possible, and I don't want to like say that it's possible. It's always possible that you're going to find somebody that's a better fit. I mean, that's definitely a possibility. But also, that's a potential thing. I don't know for sure. I could find somebody worse. Like that you don't know until you actually make the hire, of course. But the good that I know will happen is this is another bit of adversity. So like if I'm just in the last few days alone, like I know some people may not really relate to this little dog thing, but this is fucking with me. As soon as I saw that little dog, like I felt like I was obligated to help that dog because I saw him. He happened to be right over there when I was over there turning, and there's something in my mind that like now that the universe has put that dog into my vision, it's now my responsibility to try to help him. So it really fucks with me. So until if I come back here like 5-6 more times, well, more than that, if I keep coming back and I don't see him again, then eventually, I'm just gonna have to, forget about it. But as long as I keep seeing this dog, I'm gonna keep coming back. Oh, sorry, I got totally sidetracked. So what I was gonna say is, over the last, couple weeks or something, I found out that one person was leaving. The one guy I knew was leaving already. And then my top manager told me she was leaving, and so that's really stressful. And then just on Wednesday, my other guy told me he's leaving. So like I'm like, fuck, okay, this is tough. And the day before that happened is when I saw the dog the first time. So all of these things are in my mind, along with all these other things, like different general business stresses and stuff. So my mind is kind of in turmoil a little bit. Not because of these things, it's because I'm allowing that to happen, but I'm trying to see the good in all of it. And so with the people leaving, I'm seeing the good. I'm going through some adversity right now, and I know that I'm going to be stronger. That's what I was getting at. I got sidetracked. I said I know the immediate good of all that stuff is that I'm going to I'm going to be stronger after this is all over, or not over, but after I figure it all out. The good of this little dog, I don't know. I can't really I can't really say other than that I'm grateful for the dogs that I have. But I don't know. I'm working on that, but I do find it helpful. My stress levels have gone down significantly when I was reminded about finding the good in everything, and I do practice that gratitude for adversity pretty regularly, and a lot of times, like when my mind is really, I don't know. I guess turmoil is the only kind of word I can think of. But when my mind is really, like when I was at dinner, I can't say I couldn't. I probably could have had I had the awareness at the time to realize what I was doing, but I was racing through all these different things. And man, I keep losing my train of thought because I'm looking for this dog. But I don't know. I hope that. How long are we into this? 11 minutes. I hope this is making sense. I mean, finding the good in everything. Oh, what I was saying is like practicing gratitude for adversity and all that stuff. That is very helpful, and it's actually one of the most helpful things that I can think of to help with stress, because I'm stressed out all the time, and well, I'm not stressed out all the time, but I'm stressed out a lot. And when I remember to be grateful for the adversity, it's a lot easier to manage, because no matter what it is that I'm going through, if I can't find the good in that, like something good is going to come out of this. If I can't find any of those things, at the very least, I'm going through some adversity, and I know that I'm going to get through the other side. And when I do, I'm going to be even stronger, and I'm going to have more fortitude or grit, or I don't know what the term is. I think it's fortitude, to be able to handle that next time. So I really want to find this dog. So I mean, anyway, so that's what I wanted to talk about. Just trying to see the good in everything, and if you can't find the good in everything, at least be grateful for the adversity, because you know you're going to be stronger when you get out the other side of it. So put out some good energy in the fucking universe to fucking send this dog to me, because I really want to get him. Anyway, I'll talk to you next time. Have a good one. All right.
Appreciate each and every one of you guys who are supporting the cause and continue to spread the love. And yeah, stay up.